Okay, guys, I'm going to show you guys how to create a drawing page for your skateboard deck. And we're just only doing the deck for right now. And we're not going to actually do all of the views. We're just going to do the front view. This only applies to this particular assignment, and other future assignments, you will have to dimension all of the views. So first thing you're going to do is click on the plus button and then go to create drawing. We're going to select ANSI A inch because that's the size that we're going to use for our printers. It actually fits in our printer. So once we have that selected, we're going to go ahead and click OK. And it's going to create a drawing page for us. Once the drawing page comes up, you're going to get this pop-up that shows up, and we're going to click on the drop-down arrow for skateboard, deck, and trucks. And then we're just going to select the deck. And when we created our decks, we created it from the top down. So our best front view is actually not the best front view for your drawing page. So if you'll notice here, the front view just looks like a line. We need a view that's more descriptive. So it's actually the top that we want to make the front view. So the way that we do that is we right click on the view and we go to view orientation, and I'm going to select top. You'll also notice that's a bit small. So I'm going to go ahead and resize this. I'm going to go over here to view properties this time, and I'm going to change this. We're going to go 1/6 size. So 1/6. So we'll type 1 dash or colon 6. And I don't want the scale label. Normally the scale label is on. I'm going to go ahead and take the scale label off. Okay, so I want to make sure the scale label is off. And then I can click the check mark once I move this out of the way. Go ahead and click the check mark. And now I have my view that I need. So this is going to be my front view. I'm going to go to projected views because I want to get an isometric based off of this front view. I click on this front view and I move my isometric over here. And again, it says scale 1/6. So in this case, we can actually just click on the scale and then, oops, we can turn off scale label. And I would need to change this to so I can see color. So I'm going to go show hide, and then I'm going to go to shaded view. Now, once I have the shaded view on, it shows the color of the board. I'm going to go ahead and start dimensioning my board. So the first thing I want to dimension, or want to add, I'm sorry, is my center mark. So I want to do a center mark for this radius and a center mark for this radius here. Okay, so it's going to show the center. I'm going to use that for dimensioning purposes. I also want to add dimensions to the hole. So this hole right here is a typical hole. They're all the same. So I have my hole done. I click on the hole tool that's found. The hole call out is found right here. And now I need to add some notes to that. So I hit escape and then double click this. I'm going to add a note to this box. I'm going to say ×8. So that's going to let me know that, and then I can hit escape. It's going to let me know that all 8 holes are done the same way. All right. So now I need to also dimension this radius. So I'm going to go to outside radius here. So I need to zoom in and dimension this outside radius. And I will also want to dimension from here to here. And it's going to be that 22 inches. Now, after you've done all that, there's nothing else that you need to add for this particular board, because there's some other things like fillets and radius and all that other stuff, fillets and chamfers that we can add, but we're not going to do that for this particular assignment. So once you have that done, you're going to hit escape. You're going to add some information here. So I'm going to call this Mr. J, Mr. J's, and I click the check mark. And then I'm going to add this here. It's going to say deck, check mark, and then I'm going to delete this other one, and click the check mark. And then finally, I'm going to add information here. It's going to be drawing page 1. And then I click 1. All right. Now, once you have all that done, you're going to have to download this as a PDF. So you go to the 3 lines, you click here, and then you go to print. And what's going to pop up is this PDF view. You click on the download button, and then wherever you want to save it, and that's where you'll have to save it. So I'm going to click cancel because I've already downloaded this one time, but you're going to submit a PDF and not a screenshot. All right, PDF and not a screenshot.